more traditional black-red zombies plan. He's got 4 Falkenrath Aristocrat, 3 Hell Rider, 3 Hellkite at the top.
Oh, this is just like the clean deck, right?
Yep. 3 Pillar of
Ghouls,
Flame.
crawlers, messengers, knights.
Yep.
4 ofs.
All 4 ofs, except for the 3 ofs in Hell Rider and the Thundermaw
slot. The double red guys, yeah,
the double red guys. And then the Elimination Suite is Pillar of Flame, 3 of, 4 of Searing Spear, 2 Victim of Night, and 1 Ultimate Price. He's also running the 1 Mountain, which I heard...
oh, man.
The
Patrick Sullivan about had an aneurysm when Wes Wise drew the mountain and couldn't cast
the Kami of Old Mountains. Patrick Sullivan was not very happy with the 1 Mountain in that deck.
I believe his quote was, "I'm not saying it's not right. I'm just saying I would never do it."
I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
So Tyler Hopkins opens up with basically his optimal opener, right?
Yep.
2/2 guy on first turn.
2 power guy turn 1 is exactly what you want to be doing.
Jeff Levine opens up on a tapped land.
Which is where he wants to be. I mean, to be fair, like, get your mana out there. He wants to have 3 mana, 3 different types of mana on turn 2. He wants to be able to cast all his spells. We just have Dub's Diagraph Ghoul for Tyler Hopkins with a Guild Gate.
And is that a Hallowed Fountain?
It is. Pretty slow start. White is not the color he's really looking for.
His deck has got a lot of play. I mean, he could go Pillar of Flame. And I guess if he even has Pillar of Flame, he probably doesn't want to use it on one of these 2 guys.
On a Diagraph Ghoul, yeah.
So, post-combat Knight of Infamy. Does he have Bonfire that MP does?
He has 2 Bonfires in his deck. So, it's not particularly well set up for this particular draw, other than the Bonfires.
His deck's not really optimized for any kind of opponent, it doesn't seem. I think he's just
it's
like...
really not, yeah. But
could do like
especially
a lot of
this draw,
stuff.
Tyler has 2 toughness creatures, so the Staticaster wouldn't do much.
Well, he could play the Staticaster to block, and then like shoot the 2/1.
This is certainly not good news at all. If this thing's attacking.
Counterflux,
no counterflux, no Searing Spear. This game looks like it's going to just end quickly.
Why would he not? He didn't block, right?
I don't know. I think he's going to block, and then before he's going to block a
that's
ghoul
right.
and then kill the guy.
Perfect.
So he's still going to take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, go to 5. Yeah. Gross. I think
took
Jeff's
11 on the turn, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Jeff's just dead here, probably. That's pretty unfortunate. Here's a peddler, though. Nope, not a peddler. Rats.
Huntmaster. Huntmaster. Gain 2.
So that's gonna allow him to survive, maybe.
Well, he can put a couple of bodies on. Well, he's at 7,
he's
right?
at 7, but he's at a theoretical 4, because after, like, even before he gets to block, he's gonna be at 4.
And
then
he doesn't have to take any damage in combat, though.
Assuming Tyler has nothing. Yeah.
So,
but
Tyler seemed like not amused. He was just like,
there's an Aristocrat for you.
Well, I mean,
you're dead. Oh no, Aristocrat can die to a Staticaster.
Not really.
Sort of. Yeah, not really.
Really?
Yeah, that's a poor decision.
So he couldn't
block? He's just dead. Like
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
That's the end.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good black-red zombies hand. That is, I mean, that's what that deck can do sometimes. Kill you very, very quick.
Is that the official Azorius shirt?
It is.
Looks okay. The Demir shirt looks sweet.
I haven't seen the Demir shirt.
I also like the Izzet and the Boros shirts look really good too.
I like that he's playing black-red zombies with the
Azorius
shirt. That's pretty nice. I like that one.
He just tricked you.
It's a good play. He's got
tricked you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So heading over to sideboards here. What does Jeff have?
He has Bonfire of the Damned could be good. Searing Spear could be good. Rest in Peace, I don't hate it, but it's probably not enough battlefield action.
He's most people don't like to bring in the Graveyard Hate against the zombie decks.
How about Syncopate on the play? Just pick something on the play. It's not bad, right? Take out a Geralt's Messenger on turn 2, turn 3.
Yeah, he does have a lot of top end, and he doesn't have a ton of great answers to Thundermaw Hellkite. So I
think I like Syncopate, and then Izzet Charms. It's okay.
It's just another 1-for-1, and it also will cycle away late-game Farseeks and lands and other useless things.
You know what I like about Izzet Charm? A lot of these decks just don't have a huge amount of instant speed interaction, And you're often in a spot where you actually have cards that are like pretty good interaction, but you're taking hits from Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, even if they don't have another guy.
Yeah.
That you might have been able to solve that problem. And, you know, it does too. Take out a Knight of Infamy, take out Diregraph Ghoul. You mean a spot where you've got a Pillar of Flame and you don't want to use it on Diregraph Ghoul. So you increase your redundancy in that part of your game a little bit, and I think that there's something to be said for that.
Now, as focused as Tyler's main deck is, his sideboard is all over the place. Have you seen this? You seen this many one-ofs?
I mean, I play a lot of sideboards that got a lot of one-ofs.
Yeah, but Tyler has no library manipulation with his one-ofs. So Tyler's got another Pillar of Flame, doesn't seem very good. He's got some Bonfire of the Damned, also doesn't seem very good.
So let's think about it this way. What did Tyler see of Jeff's deck, right? This is a
Saw
roguish deck.
An Izzet Staticaster and
a Hunt Master.
Rug Mana and a Hunt Master.
So
yeah, I guess
Bonfire's actually,
Bonfire's
you might
not
say to
terrible.
yourself, that's pretty good. Flames of the Firebrand, probably
not. Zealous Conscripts. It depends on what he thinks is in Jeff's deck. If he like predicts, I don't know, Niv Mizzet, something enormous top end like that, he could bring those in, but those don't seem very likely.
I don't think it's very likely.
Appetite for Brains seems like an okay choice. He can take out Hunt Masters and Thrag Tusks that he thinks he might have.
Hunt Masters are basically never played to the exclusion of Thrag Tusks, right? And those are, Thrag Tusk being one of the best cards against Black-Red. So I could totally see all three Appetite for Brains.
Yep. And then we got one of Underworld Connections, Bloodline Keeper, Olivia, Rakdos' Return, and Ultimate Price.
I mean, Olivia's got to be straight in.
Olivia definitely goes in. Ultimate Price, we didn't see a target for it, so I don't know.
No, I don't think
we're bringing that in.
In fact, I think you take out the one in his main deck.
Yep. The two Victim of Knights can kill off the Staticaster that we saw.
But not werewolves.
But not anything else that we saw. Well, I guess I could have taken out the wolf token.
Not a werewolf.
Not a werewolf.
I like Victim of Night a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Sees a little legacy play even, right?
Does it really?
A little bit.
That's awesome. Yeah, it kills
a lot of stuff.
It kills more stuff in Legacy than it does in Standard.
It kills Lurgoyfs, it kills Wizards, it kills...
Core Artificers.
Core Artificers. Is that an important creature?
That's a Stoneforge Master. I know what it is. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got trolled. It kills Trolls.
Not really. Sometimes.
Sometimes it kills Trolls. It depends on if they have regeneration mana.
It kills Lurgoyfs, though.
Yep.
It kills...
Goblins.
What's a Tombstalker? Is that like a demon? Does it kill demons?
I think it does kill demons.
Ironically, it's
Victim
like
of Night kills demons.
It's scared of like vampires and werewolves, but demons and devils no problem, right?
That's exactly right.
It's like it's kind of on a weird point in the curve.
Yeah, and that's a flavor thing, like a flavor draft rules violation, like that you could Victim of Night a Nightshade Familiar. Or something like that. I don't know. I was trying to think of another.
You give a sea serpent flying. Why isn't it dead?
Yeah. You can't get Urgent Exorcism of Cloistered Youth. Like there's lots of good ones like that.
We should go on to the newsening.
I should?
All of us should go on the newsening.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a slow newsening week. All right, Jeff Levine looking at his hand, shuffling every day. He's shuffling. I don't think he likes his hand.
No.
Does not look like the.
He's gonna keep it though. And Tyler snap kept, it looks like.
Rootbound Crag versus Rakdos Guildgate.
Not the start. Well, Tyler might have one of the big heavy hitter style hands, which tend to be good against the creature-based decks.
Farseek. That's just already way better for Jeff. On the play, lands a second turn Farseek.
Yep, much faster hand than before. He's got all his mana.
And he's going to have Big Boy Pants next turn.
Yep. We'll let you know what the cavern is naming once we
Let's have guesses.
I imagine it's human.
I would guess human.
But we'll make sure for you.
He has all his colors now, doesn't he?
It is a human. He does have all of his colors. Tyler plays a Gravecrawler and another Guildgate.
And...
No, that's incorrect. I'm sorry.
Something played it.
I don't know. Did he play? No, it was a
Dragon Skull Summit, which is essentially a Guildgate in this spot.
Yeah.
Guildgate's just like the worst of the kind of
he played a turn 1 Blood Crypt and then played a Dragon Skull Summit.
That's a Guildgate, isn't it?
I don't think so.
No. Can we find out what that is?
It's so tough to tell with these black-red lands. They're so dark.
Can we find out what that was? I feel like that's a Guildgate.
Well, he couldn't have cast the things he did the way he did it if they were.
I agree with you.
So we're coming in for 3 with our Gravecrawler. That is, it is
A Rakdos Guild
It is
Gate,
a Guild Gate.
which means
right
that
the first time.
which
No,
means
I'm
that
very
he couldn't
confused.
have cast it in that sequence, just
Well,
like you
whatever.
said.
I mean, he was going to be able to cast it in one way or the other, so whatever. I don't care. Clearly, neither does Jeff, who plays Huntmaster of the Fells. He's much closer to the action, so
He should care a little, right?
yeah.
So, Gravecrawler in.
Another 3/2.
Trade Z.
Make you have another zombie.
And
And
I
he
think he's
has
going to
one.
call.
Diagraph Ghoul.
And there it is. Did you like that block? I don't think I would have made that block.
It uses up all of Tyler's mana, who also doesn't have a 3-drop and a third land. So it's not the worst, because now he gets to flip this thing into a 4/4, which is real nice.
So you think strategically he just swallowed up all of Tyler's mana so that he could
Well, it's
flip
also
over
possible
his
he's got a.
Ravager?
It's also possible he's got a Restoration Angel. I mean, there's lots of things. It probably didn't matter.
All right.
Like, he's just so far ahead at that point. It's like, I'm gonna get to untap with this Huntmaster.
I'm a little skeptical on things that might not matter when one of the decks is playing with like all these Thundermaw Hellkites and Hellriders and
Right.
they can like swing the tempo of the game right back around. And
That's
like you
true.
said, there's a Restoration Angel, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, at that point in the game, I was okay with it. You know, it's entirely possible. Look, this deck does not have that many zombies in it anymore. It's Diagraph Ghoul, Gravecrawler, and Drolf's Messenger, and that's it. Knight of Infamy, Falkenrath Aristocrat, Hellrider, Thundermaw Hellkite.
Dragon, Devil, Human,
And Vampire.
Vampire.
Yeah. So, you know, there were only so many ways to put the Gravecrawler back into play.
Sure.
I'm alright with it. I'm not offended by it by any means.
And another Huntmaster of the Fells. A string of Restoration Angels would be so sweet for Jeff here, like just not ever having to cast things on his own turn, flipping over werewolves willy-nilly, and then just boom, Restoration Angel to actually use his mana
Yep.
and get additional value out of werewolves.
A Staticaster would be nice here too. Having Flash and being able to take out both of Tyler. Tyler clearly not happy, did not draw the land he needed.
This is tough. I mean, like, so Jeff's just not going to bite on the blocks here, right?
Yeah,
Why would you?
exactly.
Double flip, bury that stuff, take
Take 4, you dead.
Wow, it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 in. Tyler's at 15. Is that even right?
Take
no,
a million.
it's lethal.
Yep, that's it. Those are some quick games.
It seemed to me like Tyler's one was pretty legitimate,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Jeff's win was like Tyler stumbling on land.
Sure. Well, the thing about Tyler's win was Jeff kept a real slow hand that was probably good against like control decks. But
Yeah,
like
like,
had
he probably
no
wasn't-
game at all against zombies.
Wasn't planning on being beaten down by turn 4.
Right.
So what's your favorite city you've been to for opens?
I haven't seen much of Las Vegas yet.
It's your first time here?
This is my first time ever in Las Vegas. Never been to Las Vegas before.
But you
I
had
know.
but you had a girl in this port?
What?
You had a girl in this port waiting around for you?
Yeah, that's right.
I am duly impressed.
Calling me out on live TV.
Duly
Thanks.
impressed. I'm saying how impressed I am.
I appreciate it.
I'm not calling you out. But believe me, if I called you out, you would know.
Sure. Okay. All right. Fine. I really like New Orleans. I was in
that's a
New
fun
Orleans
one, yeah.
earlier this year, and we were there on Voodoo Fest.
I don't know what that is.
We were there on Halloween,
Okay.
which was awesome. Because that city is just a wild place to be in general. And then on Halloween in New Orleans, like there's no place else you'd rather be. And that was a ton of fun. I got to see. I have a cousin who goes to Tulane. We went out to Frenchman Street, which is like the hipster,
Yeah.
cool street to hang out on that isn't Bourbon Street. But yeah, and, like there's a ton of bars that have live music and.
Sure. I'm in New Orleans, really?
Yeah,
Live music?
obviously. And so yeah, I had a good time in New Orleans. I love New Orleans. That city is just so much fun every time I go to it.
Do you-
But I've been to so many new cities since working for Star City. I've never been to Seattle. Was just in Seattle a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's a great city.
Yeah.
I go up there for work as well a fair amount of time.
Yeah, I got to
it.
see Sam Stoddard, who I hadn't seen for a long time because he started working up there.
At some company.
At some company of some kind.
Doing some kind of games or something.
You know, so I met
Was he
Eric Lauer.
Previously your
contention.
castmate on
Yeah,
In Contention?
that's right.
You replaced him with Joey Pasco, right?
Correct. It's a fair switch. It's not a direct trade.
I'm a big fan of Joey Pasco.
I like Joey
I'm not going to
Pasco.
say anything bad about Joey Pasco to his face.
Oh.
But to all of you people, I got a list.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell
folks.
him. Joey Pasco's really hot sisters. I don't.
Oh jeez.
You know how many times I've run that on the air? Like, and then like, he'll be like, "Why do I have so many Facebook friend requests?"
Oh my God, this is the worst. You're the worst kind of people. There's no professional football today. How we know he's probably just watching.
Yeah. No, he's watching this Magic the Gathering.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, he's watching this on mute.
Maybe the games will start again.
Yeah,
Here we
true.
go. All right. Dealing out some cards.
Deliver us from this awfulness. All right, so Tyler's going to be on the play again, deciding if he's going to keep, it looks like. Jeff hasn't looked at his hand yet. Tyler's going to keep.
Tyler seems like a little... I think he sees the top 8 in sight, and he's a little frenetic.
A little jumpy. Yeah, the winner
Jeff
here
seems
does
way
get to
calmer.
draw into
Yeah.
top 8 if they want. Jeff, I have seen at a couple events. This is the best I've seen him do. He is always calm, cool, and collected.
So
He is he is nonplussed.
So Tyler opens up with... It looks like he should have taken 2, right?
Yes.
And
So Tyler's at 18 off of that the Grave Crawler on turn 1. Jeff leads with Sulphur Falls. Shout out to Christian Calcano
why is that?
because he played 3 Sulphur Falls in his Grand Prix winning list because he couldn't find a 4th.
And was that a Pillar of Flame?
That's a Pillar of Flame.
Exactly
so you got
the
that
answer
Grave
you
Crawler.
want if you're Jeff Levine.
Yep.
And
And we have all of our mana.
there it is.
The Smiley Tree Fort, Temple Garden.
Oh, Tyler's just doing nothing. And that means he's probably just got like
He's
a
just
lot
got
of heavy
mono
hitters,
4
right?
drops. That's right. And so if Jeff has, what are Jeff's answers here?
I mean, Staticaster,
it's not
Nightshade Peddler kills everything.
Oh, Tyler just has a whole bunch of. Oh, he doesn't have a 4th land. Ooh, so we found Diregraph Ghoul.
Jeff's, what's he doing here? Huntmaster? Huntmaster.
But everything
There
that
we go.
Tyler plays, if he draws a land, trumps a Huntmaster. Either Falkenrath Aristocrat or Hellrider.
And Victim of Night. Like you said before, Dead
Yep,
Wolf.
Dead Wolf.
So
Yep, read it.
Yep.
It says wolf, not werewolf, or vice versa, whatever. Can't find that land.
there's no way I'm making this trade at this point.
Correct. Let's see if Tyler
No
even
way.
has a spell to play.
And
Yep, Bonfire for 1 to not
just
die to
that's
the flip.
painful.
That is rough.
But Jeff's just gonna do it anyway, right? Like, especially what has he got? Like a Resto Angel, maybe? Just like swing for 2.
Even if he doesn't have the
pass?
Restoration Angel, he still wants the 4/4.
I actually think that Jeff just pulled Bonfire of the Damned and did not miracle it because he was so excited to not use his.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure either. I think that he did.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, it'd be a pretty good flip, right?
It would be.
I would forego a Thragtusk play here to make the flip.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that because then the flip back, if either player plays 2 spells, Tyler just has nothing.
He's probably got Resto Angel. No?
I think that he just flipped it for value.
I mean, how insane would it have been if like Tyler like played his 4th land, cast Hellrider, and then Jeff was just waiting with the Resto Angel?
Yeah. Not fair.
Boom! Jeff had that
Thragtusk.
Thragtusk last turn.
And now we're past turn 5, and Jeff
It's
is
over.
going to be above 20. So Tyler doesn't really have a whole bunch of hope here.
And throw
Searing
cards.
Spear. Always carry 2 spears, by the way.
Why?
That's the flavor text. And he also had Searing Spear, so
Wait,
it's
wait.
actually
How do you know
always
that?
carry
I've never.
2
I
spears.
never.
It's always carry 2 spears. That's the flavor text on
I'm just saying I
Thragtusk.
don't read the flavor text.
Right, but the
I
thing
barely
is,
read the
he
game
played
text.
Searing Spear, and it's always carry 2 spears. How fitting is my point.
Yeah. I mean, if he has a second Searing Spear, then I'll agree with you.
Okay.
But the first Searing Spear is not going to solve this
Deal.
problem. Right?
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to
Okay,
carry
you're
2
supposed
of
to
them.
carry 2. Got
He
it.
just didn't read the flavor text, much like you. So this is a cavern naming.
You are
doesn't really
making
matter.
Jesse have an aneurysm.
Hell Rider.
Hell Rider.
Riding to hell. Not really gonna do much
Not
as an
attacking.
enchantment this turn.
I mean, like, he's got 7 power. This is all coming in. Tyler has to block something.
6 power. Oh no, that's a beast.
7
Yeah, you're
power.
right. 7 power. I'm sorry. I thought it was a wolf because I'm an idiot. Yep, 7
Boom.
power. As you said, this will trade with the beast.
Puts him to 6, yeah.
That hill giant was real good for Tyler.
And
there's another.
Right.
Always carry
Oh, my
4 spears.
there is.
4 spears.
I cannot envision a way out for Tyler right now.
Yeah, there's just no way out. He could play a land and a 5/5 Thundermaw Hellkite wall, I guess, which is what he's going to do.
That's what he did. And he cannot be at 10, right? He's at circa 6, I think.
I think you're right.
Yes, I was right.
Yep.
It's a
And
block
so-
the 4, go down to 1.
Yep.
No choice, right? And then
Pillar
I
of
think he's
Flame.
dead to a yeah.
Hey, 2
Standard.
spears. See? Yeah, second. Oh, the other side had the spear. So Jeff Levine's going to be our first person who's going to punch a ticket into the top 8. Most likely.
Nightshade Peddler.
We didn't even see one. I was very upset.
I would like to see Nightshade Peddler
Yeah.
in the top 8.
But we are going to have them.